The Upper Niagara Chamber of Commerce is proud to honor SkyDive The Falls as the 2023 Emerging Business. The Emerging Business Award is given to the business that is constantly growing, developing new aspects of their business, and making community connections. We have seen firsthand how this business has started in the region, survived a pandemic, and came out on the other side with growth. SkyDive The Falls is also willing to share their talents with the surrounding communities, and we are grateful that they have chose this region for their business.
Myself and my business partner, Tom Nielsen, we were part of a club in Wilson called Frontier Skydivers. And I was a member of that club from about 2006 to when we opened SkyDive The Falls. And Tom was a little bit longer than that. He's got a couple years on me. And the club was a club. Mm-hmm. And in any recent business, clubs have a hard time managing. Not everybody wants to do all the work. And I was watching this for years, and unfortunately the club was starting to dissolve a little bit. So I said to myself, if I don't start a skydiving company in this area, we might lose skydiving in this area forever. So that's when I said, hey, Tom, are you interested? And at this time, we were looking for any spot in the area. And he goes, well, yeah, I am. Well, we got very lucky when we found our location. One, because of the location, and two, of what we have here. Every time that we take off from our airport, which is formerly known as Shear, now called Windsor Airport, we get to see both lakes, Lake Erie, Lake Ontario. You get to see the river. You get to see, of course, the falls from the very top. And, of course, 3 great cities, Buffalo, Niagara, and Toronto. We're very blessed that we're close enough to a major world wonder landmark because you need to hire the right instructors. All of our instructors have thousands of skydives. Myself and my business partner, Tom, we're about 5,000 jumps each, and you don't get that overnight. It's years and years of dedication. So we've done the skydive over the falls for 3 years now, and honestly, once we started the drop zone about 5 years ago, it was like, do you think we could ever jump over the falls? And I've always said, I'll make it happen. I don't know how I made it happen, but I made it happen. And with a lot of hard work, dedication, Dan out of the Sheridan, those guys were great, helping using the parking lot. And this is a very technical jump. And we were landing in an urban setting with light poles, street lights, and buildings. On a typical skydive, we have 100 acres. We have all this grassland. Plus, if something went wrong, we have other grassland.
Right.
Skydiving over Niagara Falls
a little more precise.
is very technical.
Yeah.
And when we skydive at our own location, it's for us because we enjoy it. But when we do something like this, everybody can now watch it and enjoy it because you don't usually get to see that very often unless you're coming to our skydiving center. Well, we love what we do, and if there's any way we could share it with the community, we want to. I'm also a member of the community. I live in Lewiston myself.
Do, yeah.
So for me, this is my home. And if I could share what I love with everybody here, that's just, to me. So when people think of skydiving, they always think of this big conglomerate business that owns the skydiving center. It's really not. 99.9% of all skydiving is a small business. And SkyDive The Falls is a small business, believe it or not. Pretty much it's run by myself and my business partner, Tom, with help from our families. It's 2 families that run a small business. We have some of our staff that are local. We have instructors that come in from, I should say, almost out of state. We have one of our full-time instructors. He's been with us for a few years now. His name is Monty. He lives down in Georgia and Florida in the winter, and this is his summer home. Mm-hmm. So that's really cool. But I'd say we have probably about a dozen staff members, whether full-time, part-time, and we're a team. So we're trying to build, different type of relationships with other business partners as well. But a little bit more, fun events. We want to jump into your event. We want to jump into everybody's events. But, we're going to keep on having fun. And we always tell everybody, if you're in the neighborhood, stop by. We have plenty of picnic tables. Sit down, watch the skydivers, watch the plane take off. There's no cost to hang out and talk with one of us.
What?
For those who have skydived, there's no explanation necessary. But if you've never skydived, you just got to go try it.
Yeah.
Congratulations, SkyDive The Falls, on all your accomplishments and as the recipient of the 2023 Emerging Business Award.